You got a huge investment in your tech startup, Flora.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what Flora means and what you aim to do with this company.
Well, we just had an idea when talking about the disconnect between young people and health. And we realized, like it's up. Okay, someone said this to me the other day that they consider artists to be the archetypes of this realm or the archetypes of this generation. And when I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, like I tattooed this on my hand when I was 19 years old, and now I hate it. And so many people have it tatted, and I'm like, dang, like all I just did was tat it, and you guys went and did that. It's trippy. So it's up to us as artists to make things cool. It's up to us to make people know. Like, people do crazy stuff in the public eye, and then people just go do it because they love the person that they're seeing do it. Imagine if we were all doing positive things. Imagine if we were all making it cool to be healthy and aware and to meditate and to support your community and to do things like that. So we were like, you know what, with my face combined with an actually great app that could actually bridge the gap between health and young people, what could we do? And we just thought of Flora, and Flora is basically just it's a platform where you can have access to all the information you need to live a holistic and environmentally friendly lifestyle.
Kehlani's stealth company Flora is transforming the way young artists are approaching this new world. The app has accumulated 22,000 users within 48 hours during its launch in 2018. Her private venture that's co-founded with Elastic Smith and Reed Williams has saved and educated countless number of people. And this is just the beginning. From her tattoos to her unique voice, Flora has become what it is today because of Kehlani's life experiences and struggles that set forth a new world for the next generations to evolve. Her struggles and experiences with body shaming, social anxiety, depression, meditation, and even veganism has not only healed Kehlani, but has brought her into being an entrepreneur, which led her into investing in the world's future. So watch this entire video to learn more about Kehlani's journey, how Flora allowed her to create a new world for young artists, and what lessons you can take away from this. Kehlani Ashley Parrish was born October 24, 1994 in Oakland, California, where she was the only child in her family. Kehlani's childhood wasn't the easiest to embrace, as she explains here in her interview in 2014.
Where were your parents? Explain that a little bit more.
Well, my parents are like Bonnie and Clyde in the easiest way to say it. My pops passed when I was like 1, and my mom's been a drug addict my whole life, so I was really lucky to have somebody to step up because I was born, like really premature, really sick, on drugs, I had to go through withdrawals as like a baby, and then had to go into foster care for a second because nobody could claim me, because my mom had to dip to jail after she had me. So, I don't know. My auntie saved my life.
But she had gained some ground through her passion for music when she dropped her first mixtape, Cloud 19, that same year. Cloud 19's success led Kehlani to releasing more mixtapes, which gave her the green light to drop her first album called Sweet Sexy Savage that peaked number 3 on the US billboards. Kehlani's relentless work ethic and even the support from Nick Cannon formed this aura around her that has never been seen before in any artist.
I think people have to know. I always tell the whole story and go so hard for him because it takes so much heart to do what he did for me. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't know me from nobody. He didn't know nothing about me, and he just took me under his wing, and he was like, you cannot focus on music. He literally said, how you gonna focus on music if you don't got nowhere to live? If you don't know if you're gonna take a shower, if you don't know if you're gonna eat today. You know what I mean? He said, come down to LA, and he got me my first apartment. You know what I mean?
Where were
and beyond
you?
getting me my first, I was in the Bay. And beyond getting me my first apartment, it was decorated. You know what I mean? Like, it was like a girl's apartment. Like, you took the time to get an apartment and make my room up and put picture frames in it.
And had you ever had
my own room? I never had slept in my own bed. I always shared a bed with one of my siblings. I always shared a room with my brother and my sister. You know what I mean? So I didn't even know what to do. I'm like, I have my own bathroom. Like, I have my own stuff. Like, there's a refrigerator there, and you're buying me groceries, and you're giving me studio time. He believed in me so much. Yeah. And all he wanted, he was like, one day when you get a Grammy, just like, say my name in your speech on stage. Believe me, he was like, it's something about you, like, and I know it's going to be crazy, and like, you deserve it. And of course, I plan on paying him back in every way possible in the world. I have already started, and I hope everybody knows how great of a person he is. He could be sick and still get up and go see kids in the hospital. Like, people have no idea. Like, he's golden. Like, I owe him everything. It's crazy.
Unfortunately, though, in early 2016, through her various relationships and false rumors of her cheating, Kehlani attempted to take her own life, where everything stopped.
Women were constantly judged by our appearance. It's a no-win situation. I was telling Kehlani, you'll never win if you allow yourself to be validated by people's opinions. Never, because it's like either they love you or they hate you, but you can't make everybody happy.
The sad thing is that it's just like, sometimes I be wanting to be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what people, but I do care because I am a woman.
Say it again. You're a human, but you're a human, not even just a woman. Everybody gets offended. It hurts everyone. I don't care who says it. Yeah. I see grown men looking at their comments and be like, oh, fuck this shit, bro. I'm finna put my phone down. These niggas on Instagram tripping, bro. Like, everyone does. Yeah. Especially when you're coming from a place of like, you're not used to having a bajillion people look at you and talk about you every single day. And then when it jump starts to you going from having this much attention to this much attention, it's so hard. And then people are just like, well, you famous, your life great, you got all this money, your life supposed to be popping, why you even care? Because it hurts, because I'm a person.
Trying to forget all of the messages, trying to forget all of the stressing, cause damn it was trying to forget all of the secondary feelings I had, man, it was fucking.
Less than a year later, a song called Peace of Mind off her debut album, Sweet Sexy Savage, discussed her suicide attempt and where her mind was at the time. Kehlani's mental health struggles has always been a part of her life, from dealing with body shaming, depression, anxiety, and social anxiety, which eventually led her to actually finding herself and her spirituality.
How did you get into spirituality?
I've been spiritual my whole life. I think it was the switch of when I started not being afraid to ask questions. And I would go to Christian church with my grandma and have so many questions that I felt like nobody would answer for me. Not saying that that isn't legit and Christianity isn't real, and I believe in all archetypes at this point. Because once you understand spirit, I feel like you can understand that all archetypes are just of the same energy, but they're just divided into different, what works for different people to receive it from. So once I started asking questions and they weren't getting answered, I kind of just dived into my own route and knew that when I spoke about spirit, it made me feel so strong that it had to be real.
Kehlani's experiences throughout her journey is a story none of us should ever take for granted. The hardships she has faced sparked this curiosity to not only invest in herself, but also in the tech world. For how Kehlani continues to stay sane throughout the course of her life is something I believe you should hear for yourself.
When you're in the limelight constantly, like you've always been open about sharing your life with people, but I mean, how do you keep sane mentally?
I just have reminders. I tell myself that nothing's ever that serious. I also I remind myself often about first world problems. That really keeps me sane. I just remember when I had real problems. Like I remember when my problems were like, who in the family is sick, or what are we gonna eat, or like we're sharing a bed, you know what I mean, or how am I gonna get to school today, things like that. I'm lucky now that my problems now could have to do with the internet or people not liking the music that I put out or things like that. I'm blessed that they aren't that they aren't as bad as they could be, and that really keeps me sane. And I know that sometimes that can be dismissive to any sort of pain, but it's just what keeps me going.
If it is love, why do I feel this way? Why you got me so obsessed with you? Why you got me wasting time laying next to you? Why do you tell me come over to watch you? Just stare at your phone, don't know why I expected you to give me attention, affection, and love. You're like a drug, never enough. Can't take your high, need a new plug. You got me bent, got me way too messed up.
Working 2 jobs and couch hopping at her friends' apartments, to gaining attention with her first mixtape, Cloud 19, to almost taking her own life after false cheating rumors, and then later releasing her album Sweet Sexy Savage that destroyed the US billboards, brought her into this new world where she's able to express herself and be a part of an industry where she feels like a student again. For everything to come full circle, where she's not only an entrepreneur, but a CEO of a tech startup that's educating, rewarding, and building better habits, is how Flora is reshaping our lives and the way we exist. Thank you to everybody who watched this video all the way through. This one was a fun one to make. I knew nothing about Kehlani, didn't really listen to her music. I knew very little about her, just knowing that she got her opportunity with America's Got Talent, didn't go the way she wanted, and then she got called up from Nick Cannon, had her back and forth arrangements, which eventually pretty much skyrocketed her career from there. And I really hope she watches this. Shout out to you, Kehlani. Shout out to other people, Dorian Group 82, Patty Galloway, Jack Trans, Solar for inspiring me to make these videos. I'm definitely going to keep these content rolling because I got so many more people I want to talk about. Shout out to anybody who watches this less than 3 video if you're a Kehlani fan. This is a fun project that I really do plan on making another one about Kehlani if you guys are ever interested. So definitely comment down below if you ever want to hear anything else about her. You can support my channel with Epidemic Sound link down below, TubeBuddy, vidIQ, Canva, Amazon link. Thank you for the support. You guys know who I am, and I'll see you in the next one.